Hey guys, let's get into it. Why you need to be more private. So, it's serious cuz I have my notes out for this one. Um the more you talk about your goals, the less likely you are to achieve them. And the reason why is because you have a spike. So you feel like you talking about your goals because you have everybody around you telling you, oh yeah, that's a great plan. So you have a false sense of accomplishment that you have already achieved this goal and you haven't. You haven't earned that dopamine yet because you haven't achieved your, whatever goal you had in mind. And I'm not saying you shouldn't share your goals with, people or whatever, but you just have to be very, very careful, because you don't want to have a fake dopamine, dopamine spike. Because when you tell other people, they might hype you up and stuff like that. So you will feel like you have already accomplished this goal. But let's get into the main reasons why you need to be private, more private. And the number one reason is, guys, is because not everyone deserve access to you. You have to understand this. Not everyone deserve access to you. You know, privacy protects your peace. Privacy protects your power. Privacy protects your momentum. And most of the time, a lot of people, guys, they want to get close to you so they can be able to peek behind the scene and see what you got going on, you know. And most of the time, there might be some hitters on the low. You know what I mean? So you have to be very, very careful. I'm not saying you should be paranoid and you can't make friends, or, you can have associates, or, people you just hang out with. I'm not saying you can do that, but just know that not everyone deserve access to you, because especially on this side, we want to become 1% better. We want to be the best version of ourselves. So most of the time, when you doing that, people might notice your aura. Your aura is a little different. They see you have the swag, they see you confident. So they want to come and peek behind the scene. Oh, let me see what he or she got going on. So just, I'm not saying you can make friends, guys, but just remember, number one is not everyone deserve access to you. And number two is that attention is a drug. You know, attention is a drug. Why you think these days we have people on the internet doing crazy things just so they can go viral, or saying, things that are out of pocket just so they can go viral? Is because attention is a drug. And I'll be honest, guys, claps don't build businesses. Silence does. So if you're working on something, maybe you have one, two, three, close friends, and they're on the same path as you too, or maybe they have their own stuff going on. You guys can share ideas, you know, but learn to be more private. That's the number two. Attention is a drug. That's why you see people are doing crazy stuff these days just to get views, just to get attention, because it is a drug. And we got two more to go. Number 3 is move in silence, show results. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they see you haven't posted in a while. But when you post, you got that new AMG you've been thinking about getting. Oh yeah. You got that new high-rise apartment you've been dreaming about. You know? You got that penthouse you have on your vision board. You know, you post that nice view, they see it. That's why they said everybody want to shine, but not everybody want to grind. So, number 3, why you need to why you need to be more private is that, move in silence and show results. You know, you don't need to announce your business idea, just launch it. You don't need to tell everybody, oh, I'm about to start this. You don't need to do all that. Just launch it. And over time, things start to go well for you. You start to post the results and, people will see it. Maybe you want to buy a house. You don't need to go start making an announcement. But, they'll see it when you post a picture, you holding the keys to your house, with the sign right in front of it saying sold, move in silence, show results. Because with results, you can't fake that, They see it. They see your name on that title. They see your name on that land deed, You got your dream house, your dream car, your dream apartment or whatever. You move to your dream city. You got your dream job. You got your dream business. And you just show the results. And they'll be like, wow. Now they will understand, like, oh, wow, I see why so-and-so wasn't, posting all the time. So they was grinding on the low. And nobody noticed it. So that's number 3 for why you should be more private. And number 4, guys, is that privacy equals power. I'm going to say this one more time. Privacy equals power. And the reason why I say this is because there are benefits for being private. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to list a few for you guys. So number 1 is, less pressure. Less pressure, because sometimes you might share your goals with certain people and, they might be bugging you. And not like they really care about your goal. It's just that they want to be nosy. Oh, I thought you said you was going to get this apartment by this time, It's like, if I get it, I will show you, but they will be bugging you. So just know that, privacy equals power. And one of the benefits for this is, less pressure. I mean, pressure, like having people that hold you accountable is very good, especially the right people, So there's a difference between those who genuinely care about you than those who just trying to be nosy and all in your business so they can be able to peek behind the scene, see what you got going on, so they can go start to everybody, So just and at the end of the day, guys, you can tell the difference, based on the relationship you have with them, based on their vibe, their aura, their energy, everything. You can tell. And then another benefit is You have less jealousy. Yeah, people do get jealous, guys. Um, I think it's human nature, but people need to control that envy and jealousy. Like if you see somebody doing well, that should be a motivation. Like, oh, if he or she can achieve that, I can do the same. They know better than me, you know. But some people don't think like that. But for us that want to be 1%, that want to become one, that want to become 1% better every single day, we think like that because we want to become the best version of ourselves, and the best version of yourself won't be hitting on the next man or the next woman. If you see somebody doing something great or something good, or whatever, you use it as inspiration so you can be able to get to the next level. you know you're like, oh wow, he can do it, she can do it, you know, and you just use it as inspiration. And then also is that more clarity. And another benefit is that you have more clarity, because you are private. You have more clarity, you be able to think clearly. You not have you don't have everybody in your ears, trying to tell you, oh, you need to do this, you know, or maybe you have a select cycle of people that you're cool with, but you will have more clarity. And also, you will be more disciplined. Yeah. Privacy equals power, guys, and that's one of the benefits too. You will be more disciplined because you know deep down what you want and you are working towards it. You are working towards it. So why, when people don't see you posting all the time, and as long as you're working towards your goals, you will be straight. And just to conclude, guys, you don't need, I'm not saying this, like, so you can be paranoid or whatever. You don't need to disappear from the world. I'm going to say this again. You don't need to disappear from the world. You just need to stop giving the world access to everything. That's it. And don't forget, guys, like, share, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you guys think about this video.